Hi, my name is Nick Poindexter.
So, Nick, I'm going to tell you about my business venture idea, and then I'm going to ask you what you think is like next for it. Okay. So basically, don't laugh at it. It's not the best. Anyway.
I will never laugh at anyone's venture idea.
Okay. Anyways, it's basically I'm here to like target food waste.
Food waste?
Yes,
Okay.
and I'm gonna start with businesses. So basically, I'm gonna create a service that like transports already existing like food that like is still usable but they're not using to food banks and shelters. And I'm gonna eliminate like the cost of businesses doing this themselves. And I also am gonna have a consulting service that like implements a way for businesses to like waste less food.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm gonna target like families and like households by creating an app that allows people to like meal plan and like create a grocery list, and then basically like they like list what they actually use and what they actually didn't use, and then like the next week the app like creates a modified grocery list based on like what they like said, you know. Okay.
I see.
That's basically my idea. What do you think, like what if you were me, like what would you like expand, like what would you do next?
Well, I would decide like a price plan for your whatever your company like wants to do. So like, are you gonna charge the companies a price for doing the service of getting rid of the food, or are you gonna charge for the app? You know, how are you gonna pay for the service to take away the food? And you have to make a competitive price so that the company's not actually losing money by using your service. And then I would make like a check and balances sheet to see that you make sure that you're going to be profitable with your venture.
Okay. Is there anything else that you think like we should be doing that we aren't doing?
Well, that's a good question. I think that you should maybe do like home delivery for your food, and like kind of make it like a Blue Apron kind of thing, but you could do the modified grocery list thing, so that you like when you make the modified grocery list, it delivers everything that you don't have, taking into account what you do have. That way, there's even less food waste.
Okay. So since my business was primarily like business to business based, I came up with like an unrelated application. It's kind of similar concept about waste. It's basically an application that allows like students within like the same campus. There's already apps kind of like this, but it's basically within the same campus. Like you can sell like clothing and things that you're not using, but it's like an application that like lists it, and it's all within like it'd all be like within UF or wherever school.
Are you doing that with all products or just food?
Not food, like clothes and stuff like that.
Oh. So, like, what do you want my thoughts on that?
Yeah, like what do you think about that? Like what would you do? What would you do differently?
I feel like the market is too saturated with apps like that already for it to work. There's like Facebook groups and like Let Go and like other apps that like I feel like you're kind of late to the game getting into that business.
Dang. Nick tells it how it is. He doesn't lie. What would you do, Nick? What would you What would you do like
Differently?
or like what would you create as an app if you could? I know you're like
Any
engineering.
app?
Yeah.
I would find a way to track number of people coming into the library, and then like find like the maximum number of seats in the library, which is like pretty easy. You could just count them one day. It would take a little bit, and then like find a way to see how many people are coming in or coming out, and it tells you how full the library is.
Dang, that's a good idea.
That'd be pretty cool, right?
That would be very useful
Yeah.
during finals week and stuff like
Exactly.
that. I like it. See?
You could also do the same thing with parking spaces on campus. You could like put little sensors out on like that, let's say that parking lot, the one next to Marston, and it could have a little app that records which parking lot is full.
Dang, Nick is good. Hashtag he looks like an engineer, because he is. Anyways, thank you so much for participating in this, Nick. I
Squad.
really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you.